Okay, so this is on how to close insurance leads. So I believe in a 12-touch, 12-point follow-up system for working leads. Okay, 12-touch, 12-point follow-up system. So day one, the first day that you get a lead, I believe that you should call the lead 3 times with a text and an email. Okay, now you think about that. That's 3 calls, 1 text, 1 email. That's 5 touches the first day. One thing that's big that most of you need to be doing that I don't have on this PDF, but it absolutely has to be done, is you have to be triple dialing your leads. And I don't mean triple dialing as in I'm calling 3 times throughout the day. I mean, I'm calling, they're not answering, I'm not leaving a voicemail. I'm immediately calling back, they're not answering, I'm not leaving a voicemail. And I'm immediately calling back a 3rd time. If you think about it, when a company calls you 2 or 3 times, you almost always answer because it's like, oh my gosh, like what's going on here? You know, I just happened to me yesterday. On the 2nd call, I'm like, maybe I should answer this, but then I'm like, maybe they're just double dialing me, you know? So need to make sure you're triple dialing your leads because you purchase leads to get in contact with them. I believe that every lead has a level of interest. Some is lower, some is higher. EverQuote has control over finding you people that have some level of interest. It doesn't mean that they're going to hand you sales. If you think that you're going to make a sale off every lead that you buy from EverQuote, then you shouldn't even invest in leads because it's a total waste of time. Their job is to find you people with interest, which they are doing a fantastic job of. It's your job as the individual to get a hold of them, to get in front of them, to qualify, and to close them. Okay? Now, 3 calls, 1 text, 1 email, day 1. Day 2, 2 calls, 1 text, 1 email in the 2nd day. That's 4 more touches 2nd day. Day 3, 1 call, 1 text, 1 email. That's 3 more. So if you take 5, 4, and 3, that's 12 total touches across the 3 days. I just told you that 80% of sales are made between the 5th and the 12th contact. So I'm going 12 touches, right? If stats tell me that if I get to this number, I have a better chance of winning, then I'm going to put forth the effort and I'm going to get to that number and I'm going to win. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is 6 calls. If 6 calls actually gets me as close to contact as possible, 3 calls, 2 calls, 1 call. I'm going 6 calls in the first 72 hours, okay? Which I believe that you should do because it's a busy world out there. They're getting bombarded by everyone all over the place. And I'm telling you, if there's agents that will wait a week and a half, 2 weeks to work their leads at all. It's not EverQuote's fault if they forget. Okay, it's just not. You have to be on top of your leads. You're making an investment. That means you need to be on top of it.